Students, this is your science teacher, Ms. Fatma Zakib. Today is the second lecture of the unit number 1 that we were studying. It's about living thing and non-living thing. We have studied till page number 7. Now moving towards the page number 8. Before starting that, I would like to remind you the last lecture that we have done. We have read about living things and non-living things. So a quick review on that. Living things are those which can grow, reproduce, move and respond to change, and non-living things are those which cannot reproduce, which cannot grow, which cannot respond to change, and which cannot reproduce. Alright, in the last lecture we have discussed the two topics, that is how living things grow, right? I have given an example of a family, like a family and a child like you. When you were in your young age, you used to be a little baby and now you are grown up, right? And now the second one was how the things move, right? Now the third topic that we are going to discuss is how things respond to change and how things reproduce. So today we are going to do this video lecture. We are going to cover these two topics. Now quickly just jump on to page number 8. Okay class, before doing that, again I want to mention some pre-class homework, that is read page number 8 till 11, right? Same, mark difficult words and you can later send it to me. Alright, so now class, the third topic that we are going to discuss is living thing responds to change, right? So how living thing responds to change, let's just read it. Living thing responds to change around them. Look at the photographs on this page. How are living things responding to change, right? So what is meant by word respond? The thing is, we need to discuss about it, that what is meant by word respond, correct? Response means a reaction to change. If something is changing and living thing respond to it, this is basically a reaction to change. Alright, जैसे very common example, when you hear loud noise, right, you keep your hands on your ears because it's too much loud for you, like this girl is doing. Alright, what it says covering your arm from a loud noise is an example of response to change. Or you do it by yourself, right, because you respond to that change. Similarly, in this photograph you can see that these deers are jumping, right? Why they are jumping? Because they are jumping from danger. A danger of what? Danger of getting harmed. Similarly, on the top there is a picture of a millipede, right? Millipede responds to change by covering itself or by moving its body in a round shape. When something touch the millipede, it just quickly make a square around its body. Similarly, you must have heard about the turtle. When turtle find anything danger around itself, it just quickly move his head into his shell, right? Same for some plants also responds to change, right? So there is a mimosa plant which closes when someone touch this plant. Similarly, there is a example of a sunflower field. As you all know that the sunflower, the name of this flower is just because of this, because it just responds to change. It turns its face, it turns its whole flower towards the sunlight. Similarly, there is a trap. There is a plant which is called flyman's trap. It just trap an insect on it, right? So now in the response of change, we have discussed the example of a deer right, that you have seen here. Then dare run when it find anything danger around itself. Similarly, there is a plant, mimosa plant. For mimosa plant, I want you to see a video of this plant, right, that how this plant responds to change when something touches it, right. So just quickly view this video. This is also called touch me not plant, right. So when someone touches this plant, it just quickly closes its leaf, right, by curling and folding its leaf. All right, this is how it responds to the change. And for the example of sunflower, here you can see there is a sunflower. When we are going to place it in a room and near to the window from where the sunlight comes, it ultimately will change and it ultimately will incline towards the light. Now look at the movement of this plant. It's moving towards the sunlight. Alright, this is how plants move. This is how plants respond to the change. Alright, now we have discussed the example of deer, then we have discussed the example of millipede, right, then we have discussed the example of sunflower, then we have discussed the example of mimosa plant, which is also called touch me not plant, right. This is also called touch me not plant. All right, now the video for fly trap, that's very interesting video. I would really like you to see this video, how this hungry vanished fly trap. See this is the Venus fly trap. This is how it opens, right? How quickly this plant closes it itself when an insect sit on it. Can you see? The insect is moving here and there, just trying to find its food, but he doesn't know that's its traps. Look how quickly it just trapped the insect, and now the insect cannot move out, and that's how it just became dead. See, it just quickly interrupted. Now see it again, and here it goes. All right, so this is how the plant, like a Venus trap, responds to change. All right, now moving towards the second topic that we are going to discuss is living things reproduce. All right, so how living things reproduce? All the living things have the reproduction system. All right, so what is meant by reproduction? All right, so to define reproduction, it is very easy. In an easier way, I can summarize that a reproduction is a process by which the living organisms like us, human, birds and animal, form new individual of same kind. Reproduction means to reproduce. Production means to make something, right? Reproduction means to again make something, right? Just quickly take the example of reproduction is look at here. This is the picture of a hen. Okay? It lays egg, and from the egg there comes a chick. So this is the reproduction of a chicken, right? Different living things have the different modes of reproduction. Some reproduce by so the process of reproduction is some reproduce by laying eggs. All right, for example, chicken, hen, right? The another example is of birds like pigeon, parrot. These all do reproduction by laying eggs. There is one more example of laying eggs of the animal, that is turtle. This is the example. This is the picture of a turtle laying an egg. All right. So the reproduction, one kind of reproduction is by laying eggs. That, for example, hen, bird like pigeon, parrot, etc., and turtle. There are many more examples, but these are the most common one. Okay, that from which you can relate. So the another type of reproduction is rebirth, right? Rebirth, like humans do rebirth of their babies. Similarly, mammals, all the mammals do reproductions, right? Reproduction by doing rebirth. All right. That includes cat, that includes dog, that includes cow, that includes goat. All right. So these are all animals. These are all types of things. These are all living things which reproduce by doing rebirth. Okay. Now this is about the animals and human beings. You can further see on this picture, a horse reproduces a young. So the next part, the last part, we have discussed about the reproduction of animal and reproduction of human, right? Now the third living thing that we are going to discuss is reproduction of plant. Reproduction of plant. Yeah, plants also reproduce, but they reproduce not by laying eggs, not by rebirthing, but they reproduce in their manner. So what is the way in which the plant reproduce? The first way in which the plant reproduces is seeds, right? When you are going to plant a seed in a soil, it will regrow into that plant. Look at the picture here. There are some bean seed. When you are going to plant into the soil, it will turn into a plant. Now this is how the reproduction of the plant done in one way. The example of reproduction of plant by seeding is beans. All right, lemon tree. All right, then here we go, mango tree, right? The another way of reproduction of the plant is by planting its part, not by its seed, by planting its part. Some plants some vegetables like potato, it does not have seed. So how you are going to reproduce it? You can reproduce it by placing the whole part or some part of that particular thing into the soil. So the example of such plant is, for the reproduction of potato, what you do, you take the part of a potato and put it in the soil for the reproduction. All right. Now the third type of reproduction that a plant can do is through cutting its leaves or stem, right? By taking a small part of a leaf or a stem, we can reproduce a plant, right? The most common example of that is the reproduction of rose plant, right? If you want to regrow and reproduce a rose plant, what you need to do is you need to take a stem, a cutting of that stem, right, and place into the pot. There is one more example of a frangipani plant, right? It also get reproduced by taking a cutting of its stem. All right. Now just quickly summarize what we have learned. Is we have learned about the reproduction of, the first thing we have discussed is the reproductive response to the change, right? And the second topic that we have discussed in this video is the how the living thing reproduce. In a nutshell, we can say that For the topic of reproduction, we can say that living things produce more of their own kinds through reproduction, right? Like cutting. Thank you so much, class, for listening to me. If you have any query, you can send it to me in the designated time. All right.